Your mind is both your greatest ally and your most dangerous enemy. It will whisper comfort when you need courage, and it will offer excuses when you need discipline. The moment you decide to rise above average, your brain will become your battlefield. It will tempt you to stay in bed when you promised yourself an early start. It will tell you that you deserve a break when you've barely begun. It will lure you toward ease, distraction, and pleasure. Because your brain was not designed for greatness, it was designed for survival. It doesn't care if you fulfill your potential, it only cares that you feel safe. But safety is not the path to mastery. Safety is the slow death of potential. Growth lives on the other side of resistance, and resistance is where most people stop. That is why the few who keep pushing, even when their mind screams to quit, are the ones who rise above the rest. Every time you choose the hard road, you strengthen the part of yourself that leads. Every time you delay comfort, you train your spirit to endure. Your brain says, stay in bed, but your will must say, get up. Your brain says it's too hard, but your heart must whisper, try again. Because the truth is, everything extraordinary begins with defying the ordinary voice inside you that says, not today. That voice is your internal enemy, the barrier between who you are and who you could be. To overcome it, you must train your mind the same way a warrior trains his body, with discipline, consistency, and patience. Shi Heng Yì, the master of discipline, teaches that the mind is like a wild horse. If you don't take control of it, it will run in every direction but forward. To master life, you must first master that horse. You must grab the reins and guide it toward purpose, even when fear tries to pull it toward comfort. The more you resist the call of comfort, the more your spirit grows in strength. Every morning you wake up early, every hour you stay focused, every time you say no to distraction, you are rewriting the programming of your brain. You are teaching it that you are in control, not the other way around. Imagine this. A young man sits in his small room at 5 a.m., his alarm ringing in the cold silence. His mind says, sleep a little longer, but deep inside another voice rises, a voice of hunger. He pushes himself up, laces his shoes, and steps into the dark street for his morning run. Each step burns, each breath hurts, but he doesn't stop. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and that once tired body transforms into one of endurance and power. That story isn't fiction. It's the truth of every person who decides to fight the weakness within. Because when you conquer the desire for comfort, you unlock the path to freedom. Your brain resists hard things because it was built to protect you from ancient dangers. Thousands of years ago, comfort meant safety, staying near the fire, avoiding risks, preserving energy. But today, that same instinct has turned into the greatest trap of modern life. Comfort now comes in screens, soft beds, endless scrolling, and instant satisfaction. It feels good, but it robs you of everything that gives life meaning, challenge, progress, and purpose. When you choose comfort, you lose growth. When you choose ease, you lose strength. The comfort zone is not your friend. It's a thief disguised as peace. It steals your future slowly, day by day, until you wake up one morning and realize you've been surviving, not living. Every great person you admire, athletes, monks, leaders, masters, did not become exceptional by chance. They became exceptional because they chose discomfort daily. They trained when others rested. They persisted when others quit. Shi Heng Yì often says, discipline is the bridge between intention and accomplishment. It's not motivation that builds greatness, it's habit. Motivation fades when life becomes hard, but habit carries you through the storms. You cannot rely on feeling ready. You must act, especially when you don't feel ready. That is how you build mental armor. Your mind will fight you every day. It will say, you're tired. It will say, you've done enough. It will say, this isn't worth it. But if you learn to recognize that voice and keep moving anyway, you become unstoppable. Because once your mind learns that you will move forward no matter what it says, it begins to serve you instead of fight you. That is mental mastery, to make your brain your servant, not your master. Think about it. Every success story you've ever heard was built on moments of resistance. The student who studies late into the night when others are out celebrating. The artist who keeps painting even when no one sees his work. The athlete who trains under rain and pain, not for applause but for progress. These are the people who understand that suffering isn't punishment, it's preparation. Every moment of discomfort is shaping your character, your patience, your willpower. And one day, when others break, you will stand firm because you've practiced pain. Let's pause for a moment and picture this as a short real story, one that reflects real life. There was a man who wanted to change his life. Every day he woke up with dreams, but every night he slept on excuses. One morning, something in him snapped. He stood before his mirror and said, "No more." He began small, just 10 push-ups, 10 pages of reading, 10 minutes of silence. His brain screamed to stop. It told him it was useless, too late, too little. But he kept going. One day he realized something remarkable. His brain had stopped resisting. What was once hard became normal. What was once painful became his peace. That man didn't just build muscles or habits. He built a new mind. And that's what you must do. When your mind tells you to stop, that's when the real training begins. The pain you feel is not your enemy, it's your guide. It tells you that you are expanding. The brain tries to protect you from pain because it doesn't know that discomfort is the path to growth. But you know that every drop of sweat, every failure, every lonely hour of work is planting the seed of transformation. So the next time your brain says, "Take it easy," smile and whisper, "Not today." Because today you are in charge. Remember this truth. The body obeys the mind, but the mind obeys the spirit. And your spirit was born to conquer, not to settle. It was born to climb mountains, not to lie in the valley. The fire within you grows when you feed it with challenges. The reason you feel restless in comfort is because your soul knows it was made for more. So when life gets hard, when your path feels impossible, don't curse the struggle. Thank it. Because it's the struggle that sharpens your mind into a weapon. It's the struggle that reveals the warrior within. Shi Heng Yì teaches that the key to peace is not avoiding difficulty, but mastering it. The more you push your limits, the wider your comfort zone becomes. Eventually, what once felt impossible becomes effortless. You wake up early not because you have to, but because you want to. You work hard not for reward, but because it feels right. You find discipline no longer a burden, but a blessing. That is the transformation of the mind, from resistance to resilience. So train your brain to love effort. Train it to find joy in discipline. Train it to see obstacles as opportunities. You will fail at times. You will fall short. But remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It is the foundation of it. Each setback is a signal to adjust, learn, and rise again. The ones who keep going are the ones who win, not because they are smarter or stronger, but because they refuse to stop. Life is not meant to be easy. It's meant to make you evolve. The pain you feel today will become your power tomorrow. Every hard decision you make rewires your brain to expect greatness. One day, you will look back and realize that all the difficult moments were gifts in disguise. They forced you to grow when comfort would have kept you small. Now, my friend, take this as your reminder. Your mind will always choose the easy path unless you teach it otherwise. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the right moment. The right moment is now. Stand up, take control, and force your brain to do what it fears. Because discipline is not punishment, it's freedom. And when you learn to master your mind, you unlock every door that was once closed. And before this speech ends, remember this message from my channel, Daily Path to Strength. If this message awakened something within you, if it reminded you of your hidden power, then don't let it fade. Subscribe to Daily Path to Strength, where every word, every story, and every moment is designed to help you rise, to remind you that the power you seek is already inside you. Join our community of warriors who choose growth over comfort, action over excuses, and strength over weakness. Together we build minds of steel and hearts of fire. Like this video, share it with someone who needs courage today, and keep walking your path, your daily path to strength.